Good evening, everybody. How's everybody today? Hope your week has started out well. Welcome back to what is obviously Warframe. What are we doing today? Well, I ought to look at my description because I had a sort of plan, but now I can't entirely remember it. I do know one thing, and that is I need to run the Dark Refractory. So I think I'll just get on with that. And the reason I want to do this is because I want to buy the Tauron Strike device for, I can't remember the name of the focus school. Vazarin, I think it is. And I can't remember everything about this. Okay, what am I looking for here? It's been a while since I did this. Yes, I'm still ranking up the pistol there. Right, so if in doubt, shoot everything and then try and figure out what I'm doing. That sounds vaguely familiar, doesn't it? What are we doing? Probably unnecessary. That little action there. Oh, that's why we've got that here.
And recovery. You, on the other hand, need to get back out into the field. Go!
Where am I headed? Oh, this way. Ish. Oh, so I got a question. I'm technically Marie LaRue in La Cathédrale is my girlfriend in this game. So why can't I get a discount from her? I know that's not really a fair question.
It's a raid! Shut it down! Repel the anarchs! Free fire!
So besides shooting everything that moves, what am I supposed to be doing here? Hold the line, load auto turrets. Okay, got it. That's kind of weird. I shot up the leg of the thing and it blew up on me anyway. I've said it before, I'll say it again, I do like the music. I keep forgetting. I'm supposed to be... Oh, hold the line, okay. Is that a shoot everything that moves requirement? I'm going to take it as a shoot everything that moves requirement. Oh, I didn't realize you could find Uriel there. Hey, look! Oh, someone else beat me to it. I was going to say, look, I'm contributing.
You propelled
I swear I only play this for the music.
One of your former friends, Tenno?
Oh. And where's the Protea Prime? It's always slightly embarrassing that the warframes that they send against you really aren't that well piloted. Look! I helped.
Anarch's blocked off. Must remove. Very hungry. Need reload.
Oops.
Until Anarch out. Tenno give turret ammunition. No drop until Anarch out. One more comes.
Yeah. Yep, definitely a shoot everything that moves thing.
Critical intel loaded onto a tight beam transmitter, but it's gone dark. Find a way to power it to max.
Battery assembled. Transmitter hungry for power.
I feel almost... I was going to say naked, not flying. It's very weird. Although I notice my shields and health are pretty good for something which I've really optimized for razor flies and flight. Well, not optimized for flights so much as... Where's B gone?
Power transmitter now.
Or did I already do that? Oh, I did. Woof, woof. In reality, I wouldn't want to be that close to an explosion. I know there was another battery.
Battery crew, but worse still. Putting in transmit.
Uplink successful. Can't let this data go to waste. Marking next objective.
Oh, this one.
The echo of the heartless and what was done. There is no turning back now. You
Kind of the best bit when you get to the end
then and now.
and they play Symphony of the what's it called? Symphony of the Abyss?
To fly for that far shore forlorn. Onward high,
Yeah, I'm working on Riot 848 for no particular reason. Well, yeah, I'm kind of curious to see. It requires a lot of former to get it up to sort of semi-maximum. I'll show you what I mean. So in order to get all these filled with everything that I want, yeah, I've had to apply 5 former so far, and I'm not sure that's going to be enough. It certainly won't allow me to fill this in, although I don't think there's anything I particularly want for this. Trick mag doesn't make much difference. Hawkeye could be worth having, so I may have to do this all over again. And I'm emphasizing puncture and blast and critical chance. Oh, actually, that does remind me. I am. Yeah, that's the one I want. That's an interesting question. Do I want? Oh, yeah, the shield here is because of arcane expertise, which is very nice. Why do I have that? I probably want to put arcane expertise on that as well. Not really worth it, to be honest. We'll go with this one. So yes, I'm just going to run all 3 of those. And then see how much more I need. Symphony of the Manifold, that's the music they play, isn't it? What have I got to do with this? Can't remember.
Stalled. New code needed. Find, please.
Well, in the meantime, we'll try and do a demonstration of the purpose of close air support, which I have now utterly failed to do. Oh, rat.
Corruption complete. Anarch targeting impossible now. Use authorization. Make permanent. No, collapsed.
Targeting array scrapped. Our troops already on the move. Your work's not done, though. Get in position. A squad of flags destined for core override. We can't afford that. Find them and break them out.
Oops.
Typekin, fast move. Go.
Get those flags out here.
Typekin, you are free. Follow Tenno. Typekin, you are free. Follow Tenno.
Don't let a scratch get on those bracks. We need them.
Typekin, fast move. Go.
Don't let a scratch get on those bracks. We need them.
I was wondering where the energy came from. I forgot 25%. What was it? Strength and efficiency? I can't remember.
Who's cannon? We're all mincemeat unless you can take it out.
Those warframes are all that make you special. See how you fare against one.
Tenno open munitions bank.
Heck of a lot better than you did, I can tell you that for nothing. Alright, what were we doing? Besides having fun. I don't know, there's something about... well, that's always very satisfying. I do find there is something dreadfully appealing about shooting up warframes. I do like the warframe battles in this.
Backpost down, and not a second too soon. Press the initiative.
Where are we headed?
Anarch storing critical supplies nearby. Establish area control and siphon supplies.
Found her. The Tenno captures a cat. Cash capture. Strong Tenno friend. Supplies captured. Battlekin to be much relieved. Cash captured. Strong Tenno friend.
Yeah, 25% energy max. That'll do it every time. Very useful for a flying warframe. What are we doing next?
I've got an infirmary full of wounded thanks to this minefield. We're stuck until those mines are exploded or hacked. Understood?
can't envisage what some of the ground troops' reactions to a bunch of Tenno showing up would be. Probably quite unprintable. Oops, tried to shoot my own floating whatever it is. I wish I could get that level of energy all the time. And ability strength. But I think it's the ability strength that's picked my shields up to 2,837.
Do right thing.
Alright, what am I doing? Oh. Apart from shooting up personnel carriers.
I'm safe for certain.
What Warframe?
Scout just gave us critical intel, but we've got to move fast.
I love this. I have to be said. It's better now that I'm playing Titania. It's much more fun. In that, look at the energy levels I'm flying with.
Anarch Type Beam transmitter is under our control. Get it powered, and we'll send their secrets right back to HQ.
Oh. Of course. It's the battery one again.
Battery assembled. Transmitter hungry for power.
Really don't like being on the ground. Which is really kind of silly when you bear in mind the shields she's getting and energy she's getting.
You're so close. Get more power.
It's not that something I need to worry about too much.
Uplink successful. Can't let this data go to waste. Marking next objective. Transport incoming. Scrap it. No relief for the enemy.
Oh, I like this one. I think.
Pads, Tenno.
Yeah. Oh, come on. You mean I can't fly over the hill? Come on, stick out your repair modules.
Oh, attacks Anarchs. Here's your new orders. Anarchs are bearing ground scanners everywhere. We're totally exposed until you dig them up and neutralize them.
Detector scrambled! Anarch's too many!
Enough! Let Ballas's nightmares face their own kind.
Well, that was relatively straightforward.
The wise, kind Dactylists were twisted into horrors. We owe it to them to remember what was done. It is vital to
Why don't I play this more
as it
often?
truly was. You
Must have been I don't normally have a specific goal in mind to do it.
To fly for that far shore forlorn. Onward.
Almost don't want it. It's not a lot of total kills. Yep, headshots aren't bad for me. How can you get 188% accuracy? Right, last one, then we go find out what I need. Yeah, it's the Tauron strike for that. I wish there were ways to get most of those all the time. That would be terribly nice.
Stall! New code need...
What are we doing?
Find it.
Oh.
Node scrambled. Guns quiet. Make scrap now?
Okay, where is R?
Array dismantled. They're shooting blind. Push forward.
Tenno! Hive Team stolen! Save before Hive Team core changed to Anarch Mind!
Am I going?
Hive Team, you are free! Follow Tenno! Hive Team, fast move! Go!
Don't let a scratch get on those bracks. We need them. Get those bracks out here. Get those bracks out here.
Hive Team, you are free! Follow Tenno!
What I always find kind of amusing is it's very easy to forget just how small Titania is in flight mode. The only times I really realize it are if I get really, really close to something Or you see another in flight mode. And then you realise just how tiny she is.
Commandeered prime warframes are the strongest weapons the Anarchs have. Fight fire with fire, and draw one out.
My pleasure.
Here it comes. Put them in the ground.
Would you care to face one of your former friends?
Yes, come here.
Look what my Ascaris did to one of your warframes. What happened to its operator can happen to you too.
Can I just point out that you just died awfully quickly?
What a waste.
Get in trouble. Needs help. Needs energy core. You have
Ooh.
made us know.
I want that.
Energy is aid. Bring to Hivekin.
Thank you.
Energy is life. Friend needed for fight. Ten'll help all Hivekin.
Command needs a functional Anarch shuttle. Why? None of our soul damned business. We just need to get one into Oregon territory in one piece.
Aegis is pilot now. Engines running. Damage mounting. Stop Anarchs.
That shuttle is ours, and so is its cargo. Find and destroy their ground scanners everywhere. Can't take a crap out here without some Dax Anarch taking pot shots.
Detector drops. Offending errors. Remove.
Deploy a warframe. A commandeered prime, or one of the insane ones. I don't care.
Blink Anarch!
Anarch pride was their death sentence. If only they had listened. Keep moving. Anarchs! We're under attack! Hold the line! Free fire! Gun active!
I can't even see what the razor flies are doing. There's so much going on.
Die in the dirt, Anarch scum! Now's our chance! Was that your Transport full of weapons and ammo is en route to enemy positions. Intercept and destroy. Go!
Tenno! Repair bags! Destroy! Or transport never explodes!
I've waited long enough. Let a Prime Warframe loose.
Oh, what a shame! No dinner for the Dax Anarchs. Here's your new orders.
Hi Anna, how are you doing?
You have reached the nightmares below the surface. You must remember how you were forced to fight commandeered prime warframes. The indifference lies. It wants you to doubt yourself. But you have triumphed today.
Not too bad. Can't really get back to my usual schedule, unfortunately, but evenings I can manage. How's life treating you? How's the fur babies? Right. I can't remember what I need, so we're going to visit my girlfriend. In the game, I should hasten to add. Let's see what she needs. Hi, Danny. In case you're wondering, yes, there is in fact a dating simulator in the game, which I wasn't aware of until There you go. And in fact, technically, I am currently in a relationship with
so much time speaking with the caviar rose.
Marie LaRue here.
Confession is good for the soul. Hello, my love.
And you can see there's an option to break up, which I'm not about to do. So this is what I'm actually after. And I need more Ren hypercores. And I've got to run that again. But no, I didn't realize there was a dating simulator. There is a sort of a chat thing you can do for a certain segment of the game. When I was just engaging in the chat and actually, strangely, answering questions as honestly as I would in reality. About the day after I got told there was a dating simulator, apparently I am now in a relationship with Marie here, which is kind of amusing. But that's what I'm after.
Look at all you come on.
Yeah, I think, yes, you told me about that. Told us about that. I'm very sorry to hear that. So, yeah, I need to, at some point, I can get Ren hypercores, I think, from Marie.
C'est la vie.
Oop, wrong
You
one.
know your own path.
Oh no, I've already done that. Do I need those? No, not really. Let's see. Do I need this? Let's see. Not really. Oh. Ooh.
Do you know if the caviar...
Oh, that's actually potentially useful, except for the fact you don't get to do Tauron strikes that much, and yeah, not really. Hey Gwen, how are you doing? I did see your message about playing World War Z. I haven't looked into it. To be honest with you, at the moment I'm not quite sure where I would fit it. I haven't got back to my morning live streams as yet. Just the evening ones, and Warframes are you know,
I would ask who that
relatively easy and low stress.
for you here.
Strangely,
Or I may tie a knot in it.
whatchamacallit, The Long Dark is not what you would call a stress-free game because you can die at any time. There is one thing to be said about this: dying doesn't matter that much. But I will take a look and see what I think. Right. Let's so I've got to run that a few more times to yeah, get to the point where I want. The reason I want it is, if anyone's interested, I'm running, this is my current active, what they call focus score. It's getting there. Another week maybe, and I'll have this maxed out, and then I want the Tauron strike, because that also allows me to apply mods, because it's actually kind of fun. And yes, the operator and the drifter look identical. Oh, yeah. Actually, now that I think about that, oh no, we're caught up there. So, yeah, the only difference between the two is the eye color, and that was deliberate. Yeah. Right, what am I doing? Now, I did say there was stuff I wanted to do, but I can't remember what it was, so give me a second here. Okay, let's go and have a look at Nightwave's reward tiers and do that, I think.
Operator, do you know which finger the corpus used to count their money? The index.
Well,
What have I got to do here?
ain't doing all this out of the
3 mobile defense missions. That's actually surprisingly difficult. Oh, Tiana Pass. Alright, let's go to Tiana Pass. That's a nice, easy one, and very suitable for this. Let's see if we can find a squad. Alright, well, have a good day. Hello, Blue Zephyr Warframe. Chirp, chirp. This is almost relaxing after the Perdita Rebellion. Oh no. What did you do? Yeah, I think that was a little redundant there. Oh no! Oh. Oh dear me. How have you been, Gwen? I'm always going to have slightly fond memories of this. It was running this particular set of missions that actually taught me a lot, strangely,
Corpus forces are mounting an assault.
about
Stop them.
damage and how it really works in the game. I mean, I kind of knew, but there's this, I went through this period where I tried to optimize the damage and then found out that actually you don't need to. Yes, obviously you can, but if you've got a lot of damage and it does well against everything, it doesn't matter if it's optimized or not. And I'm definitely not optimized for this. I'm using blast damage, but blast damage is my highest damage. Actually, I'm doing puncture and other things I need to focus on. Oops. If there is one duty in this particular mission for which Titania is profoundly good at, apart from ankle biting, which is what I call this, ankle biter mode, half the time they don't even notice you, it's picking up the crystal shards. If I can find it. I just remembered, I think there's sometimes some through here. Oh, no. That's an open one. Rather amusingly, one of this week's tasks for Nightwave is opening 30 storage lockers, which I think they call kleptomania. And the reason I keep opening the lockers is to get some, I can't remember what they're called now, amulets that you socket into treasures to swap for endo, which you can use to rank up things. Now we dash back.
Try again.
Oh, I like this guy. I know, I keep saying that. I say it every single time. He's delightfully cynical.
Pitter, pitter, pitter. Rodents snatch crystals from sick demos. Stashed one on Venus. Stashed one on Mars. Void kiss tangled up like crystals. 2 men.
Ayatan stars, that's what I'm after by opening those.
Of the rodents.
Never have enough of them. Can't remember how many times I got to do this to get the achievement this week. Hang on a second. Let me take a look at your question when I got a moment to think about it. Hang on. Sorry. I once didn't do my job here, and somebody in the squad pretty much said, what was it? Something along the lines of, why are you flying a Titania if not to pick up the crystals? So, try and
Trouble on
do that one.
Get through that void tunnel.
Yes, Cortana. I know her name is not Cortana. Did I miss any? Probably. No. Okay.
When Extreme emotions need pure void energy. They can change reality.
Alright, what was the question? If you play World War Z Aftermath
Between these crystals,
on the TV, what are you having a live stream on my phone? Do you think it would kind of caught up for it? I'm not entirely certain I understand the question.
as the enemy is eliminated, Citrine's remnants appear. The Void, manifesting her last wish to protect Belric and Rhonda.
I am going to guess, and I am guessing here about what you're asking. You mean, can you play, if you are asking if you can play World War Z Aftermath and watch the stream, I see no reason why you shouldn't. So you watch the stream on the phone, play the game. I don't know anything about World War Z Aftermath, so I don't know if it's an online game. If it's an online game, then I am assuming your concern would be, do you have the bandwidth to watch and play? And the simple answer is, it depends on your bandwidth. I know, for example, that I right now am playing the game, multiplayer. I am streaming. I have a YouTube preview running and Twitch preview running all at the same time, and my bandwidth is more than sufficient for that. It's never caused me a problem. So as for catching up the live stream, hang on a second. Twitch is pretty much operating normally, and YouTube's a few seconds behind. It always is. So it won't necessarily be anything to do with you, simply the way streaming works. Yeah, looks like YouTube, in spite of the fact that I have latency set to low,
Trip through the tunnel of...
yeah, it looks like YouTube is actually quite a bit behind. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can really do about it. This is actually not uncommon. YouTube doesn't start as quickly as Twitch does.
Belric the bold, Rhonda the clever, unleashed the infested on Deimos forever.
Always hated that song. Oh. Wow, fun. I normally find I can get it down, and this is currently running at the lowest latency I can get. Which can potentially be troublesome, but it hasn't been today so far. So yeah, it looks like it's about 15 seconds behind. Yeah, 5 minutes is crazy. It should be at most about 15-20 seconds behind Twitch, or behind what I'm doing on the screen. Or it could be that you started playing from earlier in the stream and haven't swiped the bar to catch up. Yeah, like I say, based on what I'm seeing, I think my YouTube is, at a guess, 15-20 seconds behind. It's certainly not 5 minutes. In fact, if I do a quick test, let's just grab that, go and sit in front of that. Okay, yeah, it's about 15 seconds behind. What are we doing? Defending the other crystal.
If either crystal is destroyed, the tunnel, their connection, collapses. Do not let that happen.
It could be, I don't know whether it could be a local thing or not. I think we have to do 3 at either side. So this is the second time here, I think. Yeah, this is a heck of a lot easier than it used to be once I finally got Titania properly set up. If anybody wants to play Warframe, or is a new player, not if you're an old player, there's this thing you can do where you optimize the damage your weaponry does to your enemy. It's very tempting to do that. I used to do it a lot because I was somehow convinced it was worth doing. It is technically worth doing. However, if you're doing enough damage, it doesn't matter. Oh crap, they want to stop. Oh no, we're done.
Virtue, integrity, and courage are my priorities. I can be approached, but never pushed.
Okay, that was more straightforward than I thought. Good grief, 18 minutes. The whole point of that. So what was I saying about damage? Oh, that's nice. I mean, I've got more than those that I need. So, yes, for the curious, I'll give you a quick show. So, let's go and have a look at my Dupixia Prime, which is the weapon I'm using most. So, back then, where I was, one of the things that would have been useful would be magnetic damage, which is a combination of convulsion and ice storm. You get magnetic damage, and it's great for the electrical type robots things. So you can see the amount of damage I do. Okay, and this gives me, yeah, 50% more damage on Corpus. Just that. So that would be the equivalent to, what, 2700 damage on a Corpus. But that extra damage doesn't make up the total I was getting anyway. For the Grineer, corrosion would be advantageous. So, you know, you do something like put corrosion and convulsion on. And, okay, that gives you 50% more damage to Grineer, which is another 1250. That doesn't get you up to the total that I had. So putting blast damage on there, which works equally well on both. Primed heated charge. And deep freeze. That actually, because that's a primed heated charge, that actually works. It doesn't do fantastic on both, but I'm still getting more damage than optimizing. So sometimes the best option is just to throw the kitchen sink at your enemy and set it up for that. I could possibly do better. If I take slash damage off and I put Ice Storm on, I don't have the capacity. That's an awful huge drop, so no, that's probably going to be my best option. Now, slash doesn't work on everything, but in the end, just throwing lots of damage at something seems to work. And I don't have to worry too much about optimizations unless I get arguably, some aspects of the steel path. Maybe. But in the end, that's why I have Neutron Star. This one. Which does... I mean, it says it does about 1,000 damage. I think it does a lot more. But anyway. So sometimes just doing the kitchen sink approach actually works really quite well, rather than being careful. Right. I am going to take a quick break for the usual reasons. I will be back in a couple of minutes. And I am back, as you can tell. Right, what was the other thing I wanted to do? Excuse me a second. Yeah, let's see. Do I want to go and run one of the other Nightwaves?
Hey.
Oh. Kill a Tusk Thumper. Yeah, I've got to do high-level bounties in the plains of Eidolon. Do I want to try that? Yeah, this one is difficult. Could do it. Difficult. Complete three mobile defense weapon missions. Rather go after the Tusk Thumper, frankly. What else did I say I needed to do? Oh, excuse me a second. Trying to find out. Ooh. Yep, okay. Right, I forgot. So, first thing first. You gonna come out and say hello, Achilles? Because one of my tasks for today was give you a hug. No, you're just gonna stand there and look inscrutable. Actually, do I? You know what? Let's swap you out. Let's swap Achilles in. There we go. I do have duplex bond on you, don't I? Railjack. I need to do... This should be interesting. I haven't done this one. I'm trying to get the parts for the Ash Warframe, and I need the Neuroptics. And in order to do that, I need to grind one of the Neptune Proxima survival missions, which solo might be interesting. Let's see whether... Yeah. It's not really... That is... survival. This is the one I want to run. Is anybody... No. Oh, we do have a crew out there. Let's go and see what they're doing. Oh, hey, Prakash. Sorry, I didn't see you there before I started this. Of course, yeah. Your presence is always welcome. How is Phoenix, Arizona for you?
Carrier platform. Clear launch base. Launch Oryx fighters. Visitors, your short lives are about to become crafted in misery. Deploy a cruise ship. Cruise ship on scope.
Death has come to claim me. I await your arbitration.
Arming torpedoes, locking on to their signature, firing. Fighter wing commanders, mobilize and attack. Priority targets neutralized. Next up, capital ship.
No idea which one we're doing here. How are Phoenix? Phoebe and Pixel. And I should ask, it's also after Earl and everybody else.
Launch torpedoes! Let's see them evade that.
Gloves are off now, kids. Beat them back as best you can. If they get the upper hand, get the hell out.
I want those Orax fighters in the air yesterday.
No idea where I'm going with this one.
Orphix, it will boost the pulse field with resonators.
Those Tenno are not eliminated. There will be no bonuses for anyone.
Got him vulnerable. Dish out some punishment. You won't even be able to scratch that Orphix while there's resonators nearby.
Oops, sorry.
There's another Orphix. Every one tightens the sentience grip. It's down. Good work.
What are we doing? Ah. That's what we're doing. Thank you for pointing that out, somebody.
Big old Orphix ahead. Push him back. One Orphix at a time. Orphix just hit. Updating your map. Orphix down. Oh, that's a keeper. Well done. Head on through extraction when you feel the need. As Mother would say, kind betrayal.
They aren't zombies. Hey, Riss. No, I'll probably get back to the Long Dark. I haven't gotten back to my regular schedule yet. I was taking... Yeah, it's complex. It's a longish story.
All done. Let's go.
Carrier platform. Order all Orax pilots to their ships. Immediate launch. Sentient presence at 0. Walk away in slow motion, orchestra swells. Welcome back.
Alright, let's see if I can persuade Brom cluster? Which one's the Brom cluster? Ah, no. What I'm going to do is go grab Prakash if he's interested. When you said zombies, I thought you were referring to this. Alright, let me go grab you. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Oh, right. I haven't played it. So I'm kind of wondering if Prakash wants to join so we can go and do the Neptune Proxima survival. So give me a second here. I'm going to actually look up. What was the name of the game? World War Z something or other. Let's Alright, let's give this a bash. And it is this one that apparently I Aftermath. Ah. Hang on a second, let me have a quick look. Okay, well I've got it up. Oh. I was going to say, I bet it's based on the film because the film was nothing like the book. So this apparently is what we need to do. I'll have to see it. Is it available on Steam and does it work with Linux? Now, how much does it cost? I can't actually afford to spend much this month because it's my son's birthday next week and he's 18, so money will be involved. Okay. I don't imagine I do, no.
Railjack is within range. Blasted to fragments. Carrier platform. Clear launch tubes. Launch Orax fighters.
Disable all priority targets.
Locating breach points. Launching ram sleds.
Optimists inbound.
Forces need support. Launch another cruise ship.
They're going to be very irritated when they get here and find a Kubelich is present.
They are powering weapons.
Fighters, launch. That Railjack can't hold out forever.
Priority targets neutralized. Next up, capital ship.
I want to appeal torpedoes armed and dispatched now.
Okay. Oops.
Deployed.
Seriously? Fine.
And now we dash out and...
Tenno is in. Locking. Sending away crew. 5, 4,
Here we go.
2,
Sorry, Prakash.
0. Engage.
A lone Tenno operative is raiding this ship for supplies. You are here to distract the enemy.
Oh, we'll distract him, alright.
They have just shut down all systems. I'm sending life support capsules your way.
Now here is a...
Helmets on, shields up, and exterminate those Tenno rats.
minor nightmare for this lot. Two Titanias in flight mode. That's... yeah, that's almost the definition of a nightmare.
Fallen enemies will drop crucial life support. Be on the lookout.
Right now there's an estimated 12 razorflies distracting everybody. They're really not going to be happy with us.
On the way.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Security barriers slowing our operative.
I've delivered a life support capsule to the area. Activating it will buy you more time.
Oh, wow. $40. Nah. I'll put it on my wish list, maybe. Am I going for life support? Down. Oops, excuse me. Downside is there's only about a 12% chance I get what I want, and it's supposed to be rotation A, which is round 1 and round 3, I think. So we either wait 5 minutes or 15, I think is the way it works. Still, I don't have anywhere else to be. Good news is, as survival missions go, this is a relatively straightforward one.
I've delivered another life support capsule.
It is evening. It is currently 7:15 in the evening. Yes, I do believe I just decapitated that Poor hapless cyborg with gunfire.
Is making progress. This will help our cause. When you are ready, go to extraction.
Yeah, might as well keep going for a bit soon as we're here. I'm never entirely certain, or I can't remember, I don't have the time to look up. I think rotation A was that first one we just did, but it kind of varies. Oh, I'm not heading for the exit, I'm sorry. I'm indulging in my kleptomania and running headlong into a wall. Oh, I think I heard Neutron Star go off. Oops. The good news is, Prakash, by the way, is the one who taught me really about using Titania and got me sold on her as a sort of top tier Warframe. He was the one who taught me about using Duplex Bond, which is what I'm using right now. Which is why there is this Kavat dashing around, irritating things. For whatever reason, it works with animals as well as robots. Basically, for every 100 energy I expend, I get 30 seconds of a Kavat to come in, up to a maximum of 3, in case anybody's interested. As you can see, this is relatively straightforward. The steel path, this is not. And that is one of, yeah, Prakash's drones. I would typically have Helios Prime doing the same thing, except that I felt like giving Achilles a workout. He hasn't had much in the way of exercise.
Operative just found. They could not do this without you. Extraction is available if you need it.
So we should be on the B rotation, I think. Sometimes they alternate, and I cannot remember, and I don't have time to look up. Yeah, you see, that is how tiny a Titania Prime is in flight. Minuscule. Hey, Panwit. My in-game name is Shards of Insanity. Capital S, capital I, no spaces. If anybody is expecting words of wisdom, well, I'm going to provide them anyway for what it's worth, but their accuracy should be regarded as questionable. I've only got about 1,200 hours in game, so... One thing I discovered yesterday, it wasn't live, but I built an amp, which according to, I can't remember which one it was, I'd have to look it up, for the operator, and according to the internet, it was a pretty good one. And the question came about ranking it up, and because I'm not used to thinking about operators except in fairly limited circumstances for ranking up, but I thought, wait a second, I thought, as you do, why don't I just run an operator instead of a warframe on defense missions? Because with was it Madurai? I've got the Tenno. Not Tenno. The Tauron Strike available for that. Which means you can mod your operator. And it turns out and I did know this, so I just never really used it. Turns out that their health and armor stats can be pretty good. So in order to rank up the amp, which I had to do twice, I simply ran defense missions like I was a Warframe. Worked out surprisingly well. It's different. And again, actually, Bricage, I have seen Bricage any number of times running the operator in missions. And so thanks to him, I was able to get the amp ranked up twice in fairly short order.
You will all share in this bounty. Hold out.
Okay, so in principle we might be at
Extraction is ready.
rotation A again, I think. That should have been the third one, but again I can't remember and I don't have the time to stop and check. Do you know what? For all the length of time I played in this, and I've played all the missions except one because I can't do Wave Rider to save my life, I forget. It's very easy to forget all the lore that they packed into the game. Can't see where I'm going. Necromech's too tall. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that was Bricage flitting past me. Like a particularly lethal pixie. Yes, that's a fair statement. The problem is it's very easy to forget it all. It is for me at any rate. I'm sure there are people who know all the lore in and out and backwards and forwards. I'm afraid I'm not one of those people. I can talk about it. An awful lot of stuff in the game, but even then, you know, if you have to listen to anybody, chat is probably going to give you more information or better information than I can. I mean, 1,200 hours in the game and I haven't done everything.
Security bypass activated.
I wouldn't be surprised. What am I missing the mark about?
Bypass has been utilized. The operative is moving faster already.
The longer you fight, the more successful we will be. Extraction is available.
If you're talking about... Yeah, I think we're done. Oh, okay, you're not talking to me then. Alright. If you're gonna argue about lore, yeah, I'll just leave you to it. Oh yeah, I'm not properly set up for that.
That Orokin relic won't last long against Oryx fighters. Carrier, you are clear to launch.
Oh! I didn't know I'd done that. Right, I will let you... Panwit and Riss, I'll leave you to argue about Warframe lore. Be polite, be nice to each other.
This has gone on long enough. Carrier, launch Oryx fighters.
Where are we going? Who's on board? Oh! Yes, anybody who tries to board us is going to get quite a shock when they come across the Kubrow Lich there.
Oryx fighters will rip that Railjack apart.
Oh, will they? Where's the guns? Let's get on the guns, why don't we? Where's the guns gone? I have not spent enough time here. Oh, that's right. Guns up here. Oh no, that's the forward artillery. I want a turret. Where's the turrets gone? I can't remember where my turrets have gone. Did they move the turrets?
Dropping Tenno out of airlock.
Well, that's always that option.
And to carrier platform. Oryx fighter wing, eliminate Railjack.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, okay. Oops, sorry. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. Right. Who's pilot? That's that. Okay, alright. We are going to eject ourselves out of an airlock.
Fortis have an ice mine in this sector. You are in. Stay in touch.
This is new for me, at any rate. Oh, this is kind of cool, actually. What are we doing here?
Shiny.
I keep forgetting I can't exit while I'm still in pixie mode. Hello, Achilles.
Red Veil do the things most people can't. Without that, nothing survives. No cost too great, no blood too precious is what we say. As long as they ain't mine.
Everybody back on board? Unless I'm missing something here. Yeah, the only downside, of course, is the strictly speaking, I need to run that a whole lot more. Ooh. Need to check my intrinsics.
Oh, how Zeki were artists. And they killed with finesse.
Well, that was a moderate grind.
The system's right. Me, I'm a scout.
Can't remember what I was doing. Yeah. That's a very valid point. I probably ought to do that at some point. The other thing I want to have a look at is my intrinsics, because, yes, I want to get to be able to do this one, which is my next. One of your crew members can be designated as being on call and can be summoned to aid you in non-Railjack missions. So that's actually what I am aiming for next. Well, that was 20 minutes without any significant stuff. I need to find something else to do, which I will do so by heading back to Hello, Panwit.
Well, it's early where Nora is, and as she wipes the sleep from her eyes, she wonders, does the Unum ever leave that tower? Can she
There you
leave
go.
that
I hope you've subscribed.
tower? What is she?
Right. I'm just going to have a quick jump to the arsenal. This is completely pointless. Oh, I'm only at rank 29. Never mind, I've got a rank to it max.
Excellent, operator. Please return
Covered in blood.
safe and sound.
Yeah, you can replay some. I think you can replay the quests. I haven't really tried it. But. Oh. Okay, so, I have been going for 2 hours, and I am going to take my usual break on the hour. If I can find the mouse on my streaming computer. So I'll be back in a couple of minutes. See you then. Right, so for the curious, which is going to be nobody chat because most of you know this, I'll show you what I was talking about with the operator. If I switch her focus to Naramon and then have a look at the equipment, you can see what I've got if anyone's interested. So, yeah, health, shield, and armor. That actually makes her fairly durable. Sprint speed. She's quite capable of, I say she, they, half the time, I can't tell. An operator as Prakash and presumably Panwit will tell you is quite capable of undergoing a mission as an operator. Do want a halfway decent amp, and that's the amp I built yesterday, and this was what was recommended for by the net. So yeah, compared with something like this, yeah, this actually works tolerably well. But I'm going to switch the focus back to which one was I doing? Zenuric. Yeah, this one is, yeah, I've got a few to go, but soon I will definitely want to get hold of a Tauron strike for them. Right, let me see, what am I doing? Oh, who feels like going after a bumper on a high level bounty? I'll shoot out invitations if anybody's interested. Ooh. Oh. A pink Gauss. Oh, I think you've got the same skin I have, or something similar. I am unimaginative when it comes to that. Oops. Excuse me a second. My Gauss looks like that at the moment, and you may see a this skin. I don't have a lot of skins. This one I do like for Gauss. I think it's very good. Oops. So what was we doing? We were going to... who was it the other day was saying that the end game of Warframe is basically fashion frame? I think there is some truth to that. Right. Let me see. Let's see if we can send out. And you can see they're both far more experienced than I am. I'm only level 21 and a bit. Let's go and have a chat. I do some shorts for Warframe. I don't comment on them. I just do sort of 5-minute short on, for example, assassinations, running. One of the things I'm doing at the moment is running Earth without firing a shot, using titanium. Let's go and have a little chat with Konzu.
I give you coordinates. You go in, you work.
High-level bounties, it said. Ooh. One high-level bounty coming up.
All right, chop chop. Arrived at great risk from the Eurasian zone. Display your love with a streak of vermilion. Highlight those eyes with a dash of red. The armor beast is wounded, but still kicking. Every time a new head grows,
Hello, Bandwidth.
sending you after the latest Veilhead boss killer. You know what to do.
Oh, hang on a second. We lost somebody.
Our target is nearby, but won't engage us until you force the issue.
I have no idea, Riss.
An enemy drone has crashed in your area. I need you to escort it to safety. Proceed to the waypoint if you accept this mission.
Oh, what am I doing? Ooh, we'll have that. There we go. Oh, that was nice and easy. Right, what were we doing? Locate the fallen drone. Okay. Titanium makes killing.
The drone is nearby. Find it and hack it. That's it. The drone is under our control now.
Yeah, titanium makes killing a thumper very, very easy.
They're sending another wave to take out the drone.
It's almost OP. Come on, guys, attack us. I need the energy.
They're sending another wave to take out the drone. Stay vigilant.
That is unfortunate. But
oh, sorry. I didn't even know that was there.
They're sending another wave to take out the drone. Stay vigilant. Wave to take out the drone. Stay vigilant.
They seem somewhat aggravated today.
Stay vigilant. Another wave to take out the drone. Stay vigilant.
Oh, they really are aggravated.
They're sending another wave to take out the drone. Stay vigilant.
Oh, excuse me.
Take out the drone. Stay vigilant. The drone is ours. Analyzing data.
Yay.
Excellent. A possible lead. Seized intelligence has revealed the location of... You've reached the location. Clear out any nearby hostiles.
I'm not really optimized for high-speed flight in this particular mode. Drones really is what I'm optimized for. Bit silly.
The location is ours. Wait. Incoming assault. Don't let them retake this territory.
Yeah, it's always satisfying. Oops, sorry. Thank you for the gift of Neutron Star Bricage. It is absolutely invaluable sometimes. I need those.
Is about to receive pieces of a communications array in a supply drop. Interrupt the drop.
We have an unusual situation for me in that I'm not really in a position to keep track of chat.
Find it and take it. Grab it so I can call in the drop. Supplies are dropping now. Destroy them.
As Cephalon Psi might say, optimists inbound.
On it. There's the supply beacon. Grab it so I can call in the drop. That's the last pod. Destroy the supplies. Their comms just lit up. They're not happy about what we just did. Let's keep it that way. The commander has requested a supply drop to quell unrest among his troops. Intercept the drop to keep them on edge. The vault's armor is too strong for your weapons to penetrate. I will hack it open, but first I need a data mass from the guards. They dropped the data mass. Grab it. Good. Now insert that data mass into the console. If they destroy the console, we'll never get the vault open.
Come on. Oh my, I think we've aggravated them again.
We're in. Take the resources. Mission complete. These resources will be supremely useful to our cause. The commander is in the area. Scanning. He's hiding. Okay, Tenno. See if you can draw the commander out.
This isn't necessarily the best way to do long distance travel.
That's it. The targets come out for a fight. Make it their last.
Never was much hope of reasoning with that Grenier. Even less hope when he's got a head full of blood-red normal visions. Ayo. There'll be another one clapping on the veil he dropped soon enough.
Hang on a second. Okay. What question would that be? Now that I have a moment to look. What was that? Alright, anybody got any suggestions? I can't remember what I was doing. I'm not sure I want to do 3 mobile defense. Who's shooting at me? Stop shooting at me. Oh, why not? Yes. Okay.
New Grenier bossman's been giving us no end of trouble. You're my go-to Tenno. Make him go away, yes?
Kanzu is right. We must create chaos to draw this Grenier.
No, I probably wouldn't.
Our target is about to receive pieces of a communications array in a supply drop. Interrupt the drop and destroy the... Among these troops is a ray supply beacon. Find it and take it.
Oh wow, this is going to be a little bit more of a challenge.
Supplies incoming. Make sure the Grenier never get their hands on them.
There's the supply beacon. Grab it so I can call in the drop. Supplies are dropping now. Destroy them. Take that supply beacon, and I will call in the drop.
It depends, honestly.
Their comms just lit up. They're not happy about what
I don't know enough about what it is that's in the ingredients.
the supply drop to quell unrest among his troops.
Not all folk medicine is rubbish. Digitalis, for example, started out as a folk medicine, and then one particular doctor did a lot of research back in the 1800s, and to prove that it works. So some stuff does actually genuinely work. I don't know that there would be necessarily anything in deer antlers that would serve as a painkiller, but I don't know enough about it. But my first reaction would be, nah, you probably want to go and get Tylenol. Well, the interesting thing to consider is possibly that it's the massage that's helping with the pain rather than the medicine.
That's bad news for the commander.
I will say that there is one way of determining whether or not traditional medicines work, and
The drone is nearby.
what am I doing? And that is ask yourself, has it made itself into modern medicine?
Escort it to the extraction point before they destroy it.
Certain medicines like aspirin started out as a folk medicine. Digitalis was a folk medicine and a poison, but still. I'm not sure that ground up deer antler and a an unidentified oil wouldn't necessarily. I mean, depends what's in it. Sometimes people think something works, and it does work, but not for the reasons they think. It's entirely possible, like I say, that the massage is what's helping rather than the ingredients in the oil.
sending another wave to take out the drone. Stay vigilant.
Only one thing you can say about it is that it's because it's using deer antlers. You don't actually have to kill the deer to get the antler. So that's a.
The drone is ours. Analyzing data stream. Excellent. A possible lead. Seized intelligence has revealed the location of the commander's camp. You've reached.
Well, I can tell you that feathers are basically, I think, keratin, aren't they? So.
You captured the location. Do not let them retake it.
No, that probably doesn't. The only thing that really improves eyesight is correctional lenses. Anybody want Reverend Neuroptics? Now, having said that, depending on
He's moving on foot. The officer is nearby. Track them down.
one of the reasons the ancient Egyptians used coal on their eyes was to protect them from the sun. So, yeah. Ooh, that's nice to have. Yeah. Right, let's head back to... Oh, hang on, I got the wrong way.
I love that new, cool smell. Fresh from the bag.
Sometimes we fail, despite our best efforts.
I don't know about the effects of goat milk on a fatty liver. I know one of the causes of fatty liver, and I know how it's fixed. But that may not be the situation. Oh, finally got the... this is my... Oh, crap. Yeah, so this is my silliness, my current silliness. Trying to get this up to a point where I can max out this, and I can't remember what I wanted to put on that. Oh, it's probably something like Prime Slip Magazine, wasn't it? Fire rate? I can pop on accept. Creeping Bullseye. Here we go. Oh. Let's pop that on. Does that give me space to pop on Gunslinger? Yeah, there we go. That might be interesting. Right, sorry. I'll test that out at some point. Now, what else did I have to do? Excuse me a second. Okay, I haven't hugged a Kubrow. I'm working through Nightwave's reward tiers, ranking up the operator's Railjack command level, working on that. I got to defeat the Technocyte coda again. That's a work in progress. Getting the Ash Neuroptics. Did I? Oh. I didn't check. Does anybody have anything in particular they want to do? Because otherwise I'm tempted to run the Perdita Rebellion again to get the parts, or not the parts, the bits, so that I can buy that oh grief, what is it? I can't remember what it's called. Yeah. The Tauron strike for my current focus school. Anybody need to rank anything up here? Now, I'm going to head back to the lander and see what it was I was doing here. Well, first of all, we go pick up whatever it is. Detonite injection, because of course it is. So, Baruch is in progress. Lavos is in progress. Do I need anything else for Lavos? Oh, I need to do some mining. I'm not going to. Well, I'm sorry, Risk, but I'm a little distracted by playing a game. And if I look at the chat, I didn't have time to actually read all of it, so I'm sorry about that. I mean, I've tried to comment on your folk medicine there, but you know, don't forget, the first thing I'm doing is playing Warframe. I mean, maybe what yes, I did. I built it. I have Varuna Prime. I built it, ranked it up. Where is it? Hang on a second. What am I doing? Oh. Oops. Yeah, where was it? Yeah, here we go. One Varuna Prime.
Ordis is how angry.
And
I may require maintenance.
where's the Perigale? Yeah, and the Perigale. And the... Where's the other one gone? I can't remember what it's called. No, not Galeriac. Yeah, Seraphang. There we go. So, no! Yeah, no, I've got her in all her glory. I actually picked up the blueprint entirely by accident. I was doing a defense mission. Somebody was running the appropriate relic, and up popped the Varuna Prime blueprint, which everybody jumped on, with the exception of one poor fella who hadn't had the chance to actually specify a relic for that. Hello, Rogue Cactus. Who's my main? Do you mean, who's my main Warframe? At the moment, the Warframe I run... I know that says Wukong Prime. I'll rename it. Oh, it's right there. Silly me. No, this is what I mostly run. So I run Titania as a sort of default, because I like flying. It depends what I'm doing. If I am going to do something like just stand there with a very large... if we can avoid politics, I would appreciate it. This isn't a political channel, and I have tried very hard. You know. So Titania, no, I've spent entirely too much time on Titania. Getting things like the Dewata optimized for the drones. That's my drone setup. I don't bother with arcanes. Arcanes don't work on drones. There's nothing in there that would work on drones. So I optimize for puncture damage. And elementals don't work on drones either. So this is my drone setup. And then Dex Pixia. That's my setup for Dex Pixia, which does me pretty good most of the time. Strangely, Hawkeye I do find very useful, because you can use Dex Pixia as a sniper's rifle, sort of. As you can see, it is forward to hell and back, but yeah. Actually, I think... Yes, as you can tell how far I've gone. I got sacrificial steel and sacrificial pressure for the drones, which seems a little excessive, but hey, the heck. And then I've got 3 different setups for Titania herself. If for whatever reason I feel just like running her like a regular sort of combat frame without the flight, this is pretty much my setup for that. Again, she is forward to hell and back. This is the one I use most of the time, because it optimizes flight. Well, it optimizes, yes, flight and drones. That's my default, because I do like the drones. And then if I just want speed and flight, I've got obviously a separate option for that. It's probably not the best I can do, but one day I'll get back to it. So Yeah, Titania is my current arguable favorite. I use some Gauss sometimes. Simply because I like the speed. He's not fully configured in terms of Archons yet, but I do like the Gauss for close range hand-to-hand combat. I prefer the Gauss for that over anything else I've tried. And I know, people say Kubrow is best for melee, but I think when I look at Kubrow configurations for that purpose, they all focus on abilities, which in my book isn't hand-to-hand combat. So for hand-to-hand, I go with a Gauss. I do like the Excalibur Umbra. He's actually a pretty good combat mech. He's got a very good balance of armor, health, and shield. And of course, there's that hole you can put all of those on. Yeah, give me a second, Russ. And then if I want to be, I won't say showy, but if I want to do something like stand in place with a very, very big gun, I'll use a Rhino Prime or something like, oh, what was the one I picked up yesterday? Grendel. I find Grendel kind of amusing. He's not a lot of my Warframes aren't properly set up, but Grendel is kind of fun just because. So is Rhino Prime. Where's my Rhino Prime? There we go. Yeah. Sorry. Do I think a human can connect quantumly to what? And why every map? I have no idea. That's a very good question. Why is matter made from lots of different things? Most matter ultimately, is it not made of quarks? Protons are made of quarks, neutrons are made of quarks, electrons aren't. I can never remember. A proton is what, 2 up quarks and a down quark, and a neutron is 2 down quarks and an up quark, or something weird like that. And even that doesn't tell the whole story, because the atom itself is, while it seems to be full of empty space, is also a seething swarm of virtual particles. So I have no idea why it's like that. But if you get into string theory, things get even more interesting. And don't ask me to try and summarize string theory. Anyway. What am I up to? Not entirely certain. I do like the Rhino Prime for some reason. He hasn't got that. Hang on a sec. Let's just... Here we go. What do I like him to have? Ah, do you know what? I can't be bothered. No. No. Give me a second here. Yeah. I do like the Rhino. Yeah, this one. For some things. But sooner or later, I mean, I'm going to have to end up doing significant work with all the primes that I've got and try and learn each one. It's never a bad time to start reading more books, Chris. Never a bad time at all. Or watching documentaries about serious documentaries. I'm sure there are some serious documentaries on things like string theory out there. So, what am I doing? Yes, exactly. I found that out yesterday. That yeah, I did in fact find that out. I didn't realize. I did it as part of yesterday's live stream, which I thought was terribly amusing. So yeah, he's the closest thing you can get to Stalker, as far as I'm concerned. You know, Stalker is what Ascension Warframe, and Excalibur Umbra's semi-sentient. Yeah. So yeah, I have a soft spot for that. Other soft spots I have in terms of Warframes is, of course, Kume. I do like Kume, if only because she was the first or second Warframe that I built. I can't remember. And I have given her the Aminata and the Higasa. But yeah, Kume's kind of fun. The funny thing is, I have not spent as much time on her as I really should. And I didn't realize she had armor up at that level. No wonder she manages to survive. But I typically use Kume for assassinations when I'm doing a early video. Yeah. So one of the reasons I actually have an Excalibur and Kume and a Rhino is, as I say, for those shorts I do, where I do demonstrate assassinations, and I'm trying to do it as, in quotes, realistically as I can for early game. So for that, I'll typically go for Excalibur or Kume or Rhino as being plausible early game Warframes. But yeah, no, the Excalibur Umbra is nice. And it's technically a prime. You can't feed Excalibur Umbra into the helmet. It won't let you do it. Not that I was seriously going to do it, but I was curious. Araxia is another one that's look, I've got to spend time, honestly, with oops, what am I doing? Let's go hook up Titania. Yeah, I've got to spend time with some of all of these. Only reason I've got Dagoth is, one, because I did feed a Dagoth into the helmet, and two, it was a pain in the bottom to get. I have not spent a lot of time with it. Saito 9, I don't like the design of at all. He looks like something out of a bad... Oh, I don't know. Yeah. I haven't got a Revenant Prime. Caliban Prime, I think, was one of the first primes that was given to me. I have not spent any time with Caliban Prime, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm gonna hang on to it, but I mean, I don't like some of the designs. It has to be said. This one I kind of like. After playing Shaku yesterday, just the regular, I kind of like the design of it. I'm going to have to spend more time with that. The Wukong's interesting, but again, I haven't spent much time. That's my Wisp. It's an interesting one. Of all these, the one that I think I dislike them. I don't like the design of the Corvex. But that's just me. I don't think I've got a Valkyr, do I? Yes, I do have a Valkyr Prime. Like I say, I really need to sit down, essentially, and give each one a thorough working over, get it properly formatted, get it set up, and I haven't done that. Corvex? Yeah, some people love Corvex. I mean, of course, who doesn't like Uriel? I mean, I think that's a very cool design. I need to spend more time with him. Trinity Prime is interesting, and again, I haven't spent enough time. Yeah, I know what you meant. I haven't spent enough time with it. Don't like Temple so much. He looks like a bug. There is, in fact, a bug which looks a bit like him, with the thorns all over the place. I need to spend more time with Styanax. You see, this is the problem. It all comes down to I need to spend more time with. Protea was a very early Warframe for me, and I haven't spent any time with it. I don't like this design at all. It's one of my least favorites. I mean, it looks like it was designed by a 17-year-old in his mother's basement. So I'm not a huge fan of that. Araxia is fun, if only because the whole spider thing. I haven't spent as much time with Octavia Prime. Not a huge fan. Just off the top. Loki's an interesting one. Again, need to spend more time with that. You get there's a you get the general idea. I don't like Jade. There is something about Jade that I don't like. It's this whole 200-year-old pregnant Warframe. It just rubs me the wrong way. I couldn't tell you why. Gaia is peculiar. From the neck up in the picture, she looks fine, and then you've got this whole silly skirt going on, which, I mean, she looks like a flamenco dancer, but it just is weird to me. Yeah, if I had to pick only three, it would probably be Excalibur, Gauss, and Titania, obviously. If somebody said you could only have 3 Warframes, those are the 3 I'd probably pick. But I don't have all the skins. I haven't paid for them, and I'm not that bothered at this point. Yeah. And that there is because I have, yet again, let's in fact bite on the bullet and go and see if we can't irritate a Yeah, let's go and have a run. See if we can't find a pair of Technocyte coders and see if we can't do that. So, as I am heading into my 3rd hour, I will take a quick break, come back, and then we'll see if I can't get myself disinfected. So, I'll see you all in a couple of minutes. Right, let's go see if we can't encounter a pair of Technocyte coders in Mausoleum East. I'll just wait on Bricage here. Apparently not. I have found the necessary
Skuldra Purge Squad just moved into the area. They're putting down anything that moves, infested and civilians alike. How's about we return the favor? I'm talking total wipeout.
I hate going underground.
One of of Skaldra's secret stashes. Use the Furbon charges to melt the locks and get inside. But I gotta tell you...
Where am I going? Oh, down. Of course I'm going down.
Skaldra on high alert! Your window of opportunity to get into the cache is closing! Find the Furbon charges. There's barely any tech rot in the area. This is purely a civilian purge. Clearing out locals so the Skaldra loyal can move in? I hate Skaldra.
Ah, how about that? Didn't get the chance to do that. Last.
That's the last of them. Time to come home.
No, not mine, apparently.
What? Oh, no.
I didn't get to see a chance to try the disinfection there. Probably. Wouldn't be surprised. Although glass is normally regarded as being pretty neutral in that respect. Glass, technically, I suppose, would be better than plastic. Technically. Okay, I'm gonna have to... Do I want to do... Oh, they're all hell scrubs. I don't like hell scrubs. Yeah, glass is safer, probably. I say safer. I mean, if it's chipped or something, then yeah. It's not normally something I tend to worry about. If you're concerned about everlasting chemicals or microplastics, then...
Diagnosis. Spore contamination. Treatment. Hell scrubbers. Side effects may include release of deadly spores, homicidal filter buildup, and Skaldra troops trying to kill you for messing with their stuff. Did I forget to mention that the scrubbers are prone to spore buildup that can spontaneously form a creature that'll absolutely bump your therapist up a tax bracket? Shoot off any buildup and you shouldn't have a problem!
Oh, I've got the wrong configuration. I got the flight configuration. I was wondering why Neutron Star wasn't working.
What's the matter, Techron?
No. Glass is fairly stable.
Hell Scrubber, coming up.
It's unreactive for the most part.
They're like my big brothers. Always looking out for me. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions. Even wrong ones.
Yeah, that's not mine. There's a reason this glass is used for storing certain types of chemicals. It's because it doesn't react with them. Yeah, I keep thinking I've got Neutron Star on. I've got the wrong blasted configuration. Oh well. This is the one that's optimized for speed and flight. Or speed and energy. So, really slightly disconcerting now that I realize it, because, yeah, everything gets compromised. Stainless steel is generally pretty safe. Copper, not so sure about. Although copper pans are recommended for cooking, but they will dissolve under acidic circumstances, which stainless steel is not so likely to. But then, yeah, and copper is fairly reactive too. Stainless steel is not so reactive. Yep, I keep wanting to hit Neutron Star, and it's not working. Although Null Star does still work, so at least I'll get the protection aspect of it.
Is distracted, I'm taking the opportunity to make some new acquisitions. Like this. Don't worry, I'll share. You've done enough. Marking extraction.
I'm okay to keep going if everyone else is.
A lot?
I want to see if my particular Technocyte coda shows up. And I can't. can't remember the name of my particular Technocyte. That I don't seem to have encountered. The last time we encountered them, didn't get the opportunity to do a antivirus operation. So I can only assume it wasn't mine. Who's at the extraction point? It's not Bricage, so I'm not going anywhere. Yes, fluoride, the inclusion of fluoride into the drinking water has been tremendous for reducing tooth problems in people. As far as I'm aware, there's no good evidence to suggest that it actually causes harm to people who drink it. And it's arguably better than having non-disinfected water, because that's a good way to get infections. So again, I'm not aware of any scientific studies which demonstrate a problem with that. And to be honest with you, that's what would be my standard for it. And I just realized I hadn't been keeping an eye on my survivability. Actually, I ought to head for the exit so I can do the next one, because hopefully I will get my personal Technocyte coda come and try and eat my face. And give me the opportunity to get a proper configuration. Although this one's working well enough. Not as well as it could, but well enough.
Can you believe they just left this in an armor-plated, heavily guarded safe? Yoink!
Yeah, if it's okay with you, Bricage, I'm tempted to head for the exit so that I can try the final one of these, see if I can get my personal Technocyte to show up.
get a hell scrubber working.
Where's the exits? Kinda surprised she survived this long, to be honest with you. Where's the exit gone? Go this way. Nope, wrong way.
Knock the pus sacks off that scrubber before they sprout ahead.
The simple answer with things like that is, okay, what's the scientific study? That's what works for me. Alright, let me just go switch to something I'm slightly more comfortable. Yes, I want this one. That's much more comfortable for me. At least I got Neutron Star. Alright, where are we? We'll do this one last thing. Are you going to come out and be hugged? No? My fur baby won't come out and let me hug them. Maybe when we get back, huh? Okay. All right. I got Kubrow very early on, just as soon as I discovered you could get them. That's why Hug Your Kubrow became sort of my byline for a while. You forgot your Kubrow? That's terrible. You must always hug your Kubrow.
You want a clean rod? You're gonna get those pretty hands dirty. First, I run Amir's fancy little campsite project to force the hill scrubbers to the surface. Next, I need you to keep them clean and for as long as you can. Got it?
There we go, now I'm happy.
Tracking up Tech Rod and you're bound to find a few Spore X charges. Perfect for emergencies. These scrubbers are prone to spore growth. Don't shoot it off and it could become fatal. For the scrubber and you. Scrubber's getting choked out. Fix it.
Shut up, I know.
scrubbers are starting to emerge. I gotta hand it to the little guy. He knows how to talk to the appliances.
Well, that's a bit further down the road. Yep. Not mine. Did we? I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Gurgling, new health scrubber bubbling up.
Oops. Hey Tony! How you doing? I'm afraid you're catching me towards the end. I'm kinda gonna finish this off and call it a day, because I've been going for 3.5 hours or so.
Scrubbers coming out of the rot. There's some stuff in here. Like this.
Yeah, 3.5 hours. It's about my limits.
Extraction. Use it when you need it, but only if you need it.
So in fact, I'm gonna head to the exit, because in fact I did achieve here what I wanted to do, which was get a bit of disinfection. I'm going the wrong way, as usual. Ah, so nice to get out into the open. Yeah, I've kind of I'm doing just the evenings at the moment. I'm not sure when or if I'll get back into the mornings. I hope to. Yeah. You're gonna have to settle at the moment, at least for evening live streams, I'm afraid. And then I'll see if I can get back. I'm trying to come up with a sort of better stream life balance that does everything. Come here, you. Oi! My wings are getting in the way. Where'd you go? There we go. Finally. Okay, it's not hugging your Kubrow, it's hugging your Kavat. That still counts. You gonna go talk to Carl 175? Okay, a little bit of tidy up. Don't have any. No, I don't. Ooh, 20,000. Is there something I can rank up with that?
Everything in orders?
Let me have a quick look. I don't think there is, at least not with Titania.
I will attempt to bypass.
Nope. The damage that Aurum Spinosa does is pretty interesting. Yeah. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back and check that some other point, because I'm sure there's gonna be some other configurations I'm gonna have to rework to get that up to speed. I don't want to do. How about this one? What's gonna complain about that one? What's that one? Prime pressure points. Yeah. Oh, we'll have that. And then I may have to do something imaginative to get everything else to work. I could always stick another Omni on there when I get one. A storm. Ah. And there is. Right. Okay, so I should be back tomorrow evening. Like I say, I burned myself out eventually doing 3 streams a day. I'm still trying to get my sleep patterns sorted out. I'll try and sort out something for the mornings, but first of all, decent sleep patterns. Getting some exercise is a must, and right now I'm nowhere near being able to do that, so we'll see what happens with that. But I'll be back tomorrow evening. Thank you everybody for watching. Much appreciated. Hope you all have a great day. Don't forget to hug your Kubrow, or your Kavat, or your helmet charger, or whatever else. I'll see you all next time.